So I think that you should just do the damn thing. I'm Daniel Whittington. I'm the Chancellor at Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. If you just get in the damn room and do the damn thing, then sometimes luck finds you. In 2016, April, I had a Wizard Academy YouTube channel, and it had 30 subscribers. It might have been 40. And I was putting on there updates for Wizard Academy. This bottle was no joke. I feel a little nervous about. There we go. I was putting on there updates for Wizard Academy alum and students and talking about classes and then we started the Whiskey Marketing School. And the first 2 classes went really well. And in the midst of that, I started shooting little videos talking about whiskey. And because we had video content, we had video production stuff, and I had a nice iPhone. And at the time, Rex Williams, and still does, have a company called Sun Pop Video. And he is a full-time video producer for commercials and clients and been doing it for decades and making a bunch of people a lot of money with his talents. And because he was generous, and he would donate his editing time to Wizard Academy. And so I would shoot a little video and I'd send it over to Rex and he would edit it and we would use it for the school. And I started shooting whiskey stuff, talking about whiskey. And the whole point originally was to simply give our graduating Psalms an example of, like, this is how I want you to talk about whiskey without being a jerk or about being snobby or pretentious. And then we were sitting at lunch, and I can't remember who said it, but someone said, you should start doing regular videos. Like, you're just sort of sporadic. I did one in April. I did one like 3 months later. Like, they were all over the place. And Rex taught me that the key to consistent content, or the key to success is with content like on YouTube, is consistency is everything. Quality you can change and grow, but like, you gotta be predictable. You gotta be consistent. And so I went, okay, what if I just started doing videos? And I couldn't, like, the idea of shooting a daily video was just immobilizing. And then this company came out with a advent calendar for whiskey, and it was Master of Malt. And I was like, that sounds awesome. So I ordered one. And when it arrived, I went, holy crap, this could be easy content. I'll just review my way through the whiskey advent calendar one day at a time. And I did. So I sat down and I started shooting it, and I got myself in the room, and something happened very unexpected. But first, the whiskey. This is Hard Truth Distilling. This was a gift from the distiller and the distillery. And this is one of their new line of ryes. This is a sweet mash rye. When sweet mash just means that they start from scratch with a new batch every time they do fermentations into distillations. And this one they call chocolate malt. And that's because in the mash bill, it's 51 rye, 38% corn, and the remaining is chocolate malted barley. Now, that's not chocolate like candy. Barley if you remember in the brewing world, chocolate malt is a roasted malt. It's cooked like coffee beans. So they roast a malt, it's called chocolate malt. And so there's a roasted malt in this rye mash bill, which could be interesting. Could even be a third gravitating body, maybe. Oh. It smells really good. This is absolutely like a hard toasted granola, but with all the dark, of all things, I know, dark chocolate chunks. And like the dried raspberry bits, you know, that kind of tangy, sugared sweetness. Grain forward, but not dominating, which is a weird combination, but it's presenting all the grain of the spice of rye first, but it's not overwhelming or overpowering. And then baked goods. Oh, man. Okay. Whoa. That palate just went like 4 ways from, took like multiple left turns. I'm going to try that again. Whoa, okay. So that just explodes with dark chocolate granola in the palate, and then it goes straight sideways into cut grass and just green grass, and then it yanks itself back into cinnamon and nutmeg. That is drama. What is the proof on this? 54.8. I'm gonna add a little water to this while I talk, and we'll see what happens. That's cool, but it is dramatic, and I think that left turn into cut grass, I'm adding a lot of water if you can tell. I think that left turn into cut grass threw me, because I don't know that I would go back and just crave this, but like the front and the back of it just really routed into things that I love. So maybe water will soften that. Oh, with water it turns into a more typical rye nose. Loses the chocolate, pushes the grass to the front. Yeah, it left only the grass and a little bit of honey. That's unfortunate. I liked it better without the water. They made a right choice of that proof. Anyway, so we released the first Advent video on the YouTube channel. And by we, I mean I shot it and Rex was doing the editing at that time. And all of a sudden, our channel went from like 50 views, 30 views, to like 700 views in 24 hours. And then it kept climbing and into the thousands. And our subscriber count started exploding. And I just flipped out. Like, there's no way that I'm that good on camera. like, there's no way that we go from nothing to holy crap. And then people started commenting. So I'm just thinking, like, what happened? Who shared this? And nothing. So you can, post the track back links and there's nothing. So I researched it further. And here's what I figured out. It took me about an hour to figure this out. It turns out that the first whiskey that we did on the Advent calendar was the Lost Distilleries Blend Batch 8. And the Lost Distilleries Blend, I can't even remember what it tasted like, but it had never been released before except in this Advent calendar. And it was done for the Advent calendar. And so when people all opened up their Advent calendars, who bought them all over the world, and woke up and Googled trying to figure out more information about this whiskey, there were only 2 Google results. Only 2. One was Master of Malt's website for the calendar, and the other one was our YouTube channel. It changed after about a week, but people just woke up Googling it, and there we were. And they liked it, and they subscribed and commented and started following. And I have found that thing to be a fundamental truth that has followed me my whole life, which is, if you wait around for amazing things to happen for you or for amazing opportunities, nothing ever happens. You just keep waiting. And you keep doing your normal stuff, and you hang out with your friends and commiserate about how, you just never seem to get those opportunities that everybody else gets, and nothing ever works for you, How come they get all these amazing things? If you just throw your hat in the ring and just get out there and start doing and getting into the rooms where cool things are happening, and I don't mean like get invited to the set where they're shooting major film productions. I just mean like get involved in the local film community. You want to be a filmmaker, then get involved in the community. You want to be a whiskey maker, go hang out with whiskey makers, go to their events, taste their whiskey. You want to be a musician, start playing an instrument and start showing up at other people's shows. Start playing open mics. And they're not the sexy gigs, and supporting other people's shows isn't always fun, and it takes a lot of time. But if you get out there and you get in the room where things are happening, then once you're in the room and doing things, fortune favors the bold, right? Which is seemingly lucky coincidences just sort of start to happen. And they only happen to you because you were there and ready for them to happen to you. So if you're looking for that thing that you just are trying to crack into, don't wait for a red carpet. Just figure out how to get into a room adjacent to where you want to be. Show up consistently and contribute to other people value that adds value to their life. And amazing things begin to happen for you when you view the world that way. So get in the room. And if you were waiting, stop waiting. Start something. Cheers. I'm really glad you're here.